all my worms die. I feel sorry for the worms. They just cannot survive. They have to very vegetable, very sensitive. So this is basically everything. Any food that you can think of, you can put in here. Fresh. From when you're cooking the fish head, put in here. No need to cook it. Raw fish head. And then the thing that you cannot put is big boats.
Oh, buoys.
Boats, big size.
Chicken bones can small.
Like macam beef lah. Beef, oxtail. You can. Gearbox. Gearbox is too big. It's not that you cannot put. You can put. It doesn't matter. But you will stay in the same.
Macam ikan kembung. It's like compost.
No problem. Some people make a rule that you cannot put this, cannot put that, but I try to put everything for the first one. Yes. If you want, sometimes if you have like a fruit peel, like orange peel, you put inside. I like to put inside, even collect from my mom's house, so that my bokashi smells slightly nice. Citrus. So basically, you put any food.
Onion, garlic, okay.
Yes, anything.
Anything organic you can think of,
Like susu yang basi already. Kita makan
Watery, only liquid. So that's she will discuss. She will talk about how to process your food. So
How
that
long we keep the waste?
until it's full.
Until full, eh?
And then so step by step. She will explain it. So I'm just telling you the background of it. But then if you not understand anything, just you can ask me later. But basically the trick is you can put anything as long as it's food. She's gonna explain about it. And even on top of that, if you have cats, you can put cat poop as well. Seriously? Get a different bin. My friends, her mother bought 2 bokashi for cats poop.
Really?
Yes.
So together with the sand,
No, you just take out the
Scoop out,
okay,
okay.
and then you put in here, and then you sprinkle with the
I
powder.
remember normal composting, someone said normal one. Normal composting, they don't recommend cat food, but if bokashi can
Yes,
something.
bokashi, yes. Yeah, confirm can.
Try to reduce as much of the sand because it is
Yeah.
so maybe that's why some
You just take the poop, the dried poop inside. Don't ask your cat to poop in here. That's a different story. Okay, so that's a brief introduction. You guys can ask me later. She's going to introduce step by step on how doing it.
Right, thank you.
With the big
Dalina, as I mentioned before,
No, this is a dry size.
I'm not an expert in bokashi.
tall one is a better one.
I do this by
There is
trial
lots
and
of
error.
styles that you can find
I've
in the
been using
market.
bokashi
This is a nice size for
since last year, beginning of last
It's
year.
bigger, then will be very
So far
bulky
I
for your
have like
kitchen.
2
And then you take longer time to filter it.
fertilizers, and my brother have used it
Okay,
for
she
his
will explain
backyard.
to you
Seems like his
the
plants growing well.
criteria of a bin. You cannot use simply anyhow. Whatever you're going to get naked
And
at
I
the
would
end.
like for as many people to do bokashi composting as many as we can. So, yeah, right. First of all, get the proper bin. So, of course, untuk orang first timer who doesn't know much like me, we just go by commercially. But after a while, if you go on YouTube, on internet, you find information. There are tutorials on how to make your own bin. Preferably those that is not see-through, okay? Because you don't want your bin to be exposed to sunlight. So Bokashi composting is using a specialized recipe brand, we call it brand, which have a mixture of fungi and some other else, which you can make on your own if you can find the ingredients. I think you can find it in hardware stores, online. Just look up recipe for Bokashi brand. I think it's just 3 items which you can find online. But those items, they don't sell in small sizes. They sell like in 1 kilo, 5 kilo bag. So 5 kilo of this, 5 kilo in that, and then a liter of something. So you end up with 10 kilos of brand. You don't know what to use for. So that's why people, people just sell it. So they make it their own.
How much is that?
It depends on the seller. Because I've tried 3 different sellers. They all have 3 different range of price. But the first one that I tried was from this company, and the brand was, I think the bin is 160. But I'm not sure if the bin and the brand, I'm not sure that they might have different price. So what you need is the bin, and then your organic waste, and the brand. So for a full bin with the brand and the waste, you might need around 2 to 3 kilo of brand for a full bin. 2 kilos. 3 kilos if you're being too generous with the brand. In the beginning, I just sprinkle some brand. So after a couple of weeks, I noticed some very faulty smell. So I realized maybe I don't put enough brand in it to help my waste to decompose. So that's why I started adding more brand than before. And I found I might need like 2 kilos of brand for one bin, bin. Right, so the first thing is to ensure whatever waste that you put, it has to be organic waste. Try to be as dry as possible. So imagine when you're preparing a meal, usually you're gonna have fruit scraps, fruit peels, veggie scraps, proteins from the chickens or fish or whatever you're processing to cook. So what I usually do is I put all my organic waste for the day in a different container that can drain any liquid. Right? And I just leave it overnight. And then the next morning only when I will put it in the bin. Because I know it's a bit wet.
Strain it first.
Yeah. You strain it first. If it's wet, if it's just fruit peels or veggie, something dry, then you can just immediately put it in the bin, no problem. Because my waste sometimes, because I live alone, so I have a lot of food leftovers that has been in the fridge for like a week, which I don't want to eat anymore. So I usually just wash it. Drain, I wash it like kadang-kadang benda berkuah macam tu. So just put it in a drainer, give it a bit of wash, leave it overnight or until it looks semi-dry, and then you put it in the bin because you don't want your organic waste to be wet, because you don't want a different type of fungi to grow. Because Bokashi uses specific species of fungi.
Okay.
And when it grows well, you will see a white fungus growing. If it's white, it's good. And your Bokashi composting is working. If you see dark color fungi, then that's a different species. And that will cause your your organic waste to rot. So it's not making it to fertilizers, it's just rot. You will have a very rotten smell. So meaning that one has gone wrong, so you have to throw it away. So always be aware when you're throwing away usually rotten fruits, because you didn't realize it's been in the fridge for so long. Be aware the kind of fungi that grow on the fruit. Sometimes like orange, you see like white, green. Preferably not to put those kind of rotten fruits in the Bokashi because it might compete with the fungi in the bread.
So can I just cut off the fungus?
The fungus part and then just throw away the rest. That's
Okay,
fine.
like tomato usually they have
The black fungi,
spot,
exactly. So I just remove that bit and then throw the rest away.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tapi the skin, the fruit skin, well,
Fruit kit.
fruit skin.
Well, especially
Okay, you throw it same time. But
any
it's like
organic waste.
or anything.
Any organic waste. If you have pets, your pet poop, you can put in here. But of course, they're going to have a different smell later on. But they will turn to fertilizer anyway, so they will have a smell. It's just not as rotten as you think. I don't know if we have smelled rotten food. I don't know if you know that smell.
Yes.
You won't get that smell from Bokashi composting. Especially if you throw away citrus fruit peels. Sometimes I just intentionally put.
I think you should bring some sample
Yeah,
from your
thinking
Bokashi.
the same. Yeah.
And
We
then
don't
they
know
have
what is the
an
good one
idea.
and the one not good.
I'll be honest with you. People keep saying when I first began Bokashi, people can say, "Oh, it doesn't smell. It doesn't have it. It doesn't smell." It does smell. You will need time to get used to the kind of smell. But it's not the kind of smell that you smell when you pass through, the bin that throws away.
So it's not stench. Like you don't go.
It's not. Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
stench.
Okay.
It's
Would you
not
feel
like
embarrassed if
something
there are visitors in your
Ammonize,
house?
ammonia.
Maybe like
I
I think depends what you put into compost
Yeah,
that will
because
generate the smell.
I always have lemon. I always do something with lemon. So I always have lemon peel, lemon
So you have
juice.
citrus
lemon
So
on
it always
smell.
have the citrus smell. So,
So it
when I
depends
have
what you
visitors coming in, and kebetulan that time I want to throw something in my bin, I open the bin. Because I'm used to the smell, so I didn't realize the smell. But my guest from the living room suddenly asked me like, "What's that citrus smell? What are you doing in the kitchen?" So I was like, "Oh, that's that smell." But at least they're saying what's the citrus smell. And I was like, "What's the citrus smell?" So it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, I live a very small apartment, so and I put my bin not under the sink, but outside where I put my washing machine.
Yeah, the
where
laundry.
I don't get a lot of sunlight because you don't want heat. You don't want heat to assist the composting process.
So
You want dark, and it will create moist because it will produce gas
Yeah.
on its own. But what's the main thing in having a good bokashi composting is airtight. That's the main thing. Make sure it's airtight. So what you do once you have your organic waste, for the first time using it, so you see this, put the filter inside, and then you just sprinkle a bit of the brand at the bottom. Just sprinkle a bit. You don't need a lot. And then you start layering your waste. If you only have
empty.
you put that.
waste down there or up here? Okay, so
Because
this is the filter. Penapis.
So the water will go down lah.
Yeah.
Because any organic waste, once it goes through composting process, it will start to leach. It will start to leach liquid. Okay. So the only difference from those food waste in the landfill and the ones that you put with the bokashi composting is that the leach from the landfill are toxic, but the leach from here is the one that you use as your fertilizer. Because it has a lot of proteins. Because all the organic waste has been composted by the fungi. It's assisted by the fungi. Right, so that's why if you want to make your own container, you have to make sure you have at least a space at the bottom for all the liquid to drain out. Yeah. So that's why if you buy a pre-made bin, you have this. Just put it in here. Sprinkle a bit of the brand. Layer your waste, and then followed by the brand. Waste brand. That's until you get it full.
So every time you put it in, you layer.
That's what you said. You sprinkle.
Yeah.
And then you have to make sure that you press it.
Because this, you have to remember,
So I just
this
put it
is
in and press it.
Oh, this one used for press.
I use
whatever you want.
Condense it lah.
condense it because we want to be less air as possible.
because you have to remember, this is anaerobic process, meaning a process that doesn't require oxygen. The fungi doesn't require oxygen to work.
Yang guna oksigen aerobik.
Yeah. So this is anaerobic.
Add soil or anything.
Just the brand.
The brand.
Just the
Only
brand.
the brand.
Yeah.
And then the brand you should just sprinkle. So imagine how many you can fill in. It took me more than a month to fill it.
2-3 kilo.
2 kilo tu.
So to sprinkle the enzyme, what do you call
The bokashi powder. The bokashi.
same quantity as the brand or lesser than the brand?
It's the same thing. The brand. She said the brand, which means the bokashi powder.
When you
The
said
one that contains
It's the same
fungi.
thing. It's the same thing. She called it brand. I call it
it's
bokashi
2
powder.
weeks to decompose, so
So
it's
that's
2 weeks from the time the
but it's only
thing
one
is
time.
full.
And then it's full. You sealed it. I usually write a date on top. Don't open it.
Don't open it.
Okay, for 2 weeks
At least.
Minimum 2 weeks.
To allow the bacteria to fully work without any air at all. Because if you open it, you introduce more air. So for them to work efficiently for 2 weeks minimum, and then during that 2 weeks, drain the water.
Everyday drinker lah, like
Every 3 or 4 days.
so it's a lot of liquid
There's
coming
a lot. There's going to be a lot of liquid. It depends on your waste some more. If your waste is
more
mostly
veggie, then
dry,
it's going to be
yeah, like if it's like fruits, the sunny wet fruit, then you probably
Tapi the
gonna get a lot of
liquid doesn't smell kan?
It smells like vinegar. Smells like
okay.
vinegar.
Dia lah dia sebab
Fermentation.
gas tu kan.
So you're probably gonna get like this much after.
It's not a lot.
after a few
Bukan tu
weeks,
speak.
Tapi you can
We
dilute
need to dilute kan.
Dilute and pour.
because since I live in an apartment, I don't get a lot of sunlight, but I do like to have indoor plants, and they don't survive long. But until I start bokashi and I got my bokashi today, I use that tea dilute and use
And
as
you water
my
it,
fertilizers, and so all my plants survive until today.
Even my friend who's growing hydroponic plants, she used Bokashi tea as the fertilizer. So she didn't buy the fertilizer from
Yeah,
store.
we don't
Even it says it
organic,
as a
it's
cleaner.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I
to
said.
mop floor.
You can spray.
It's better to wash the organic waste first.
No, you
No, I
just
mean-
you just drain.
If your waste is like gravy, then you wash it off. You wash it off.
It's oily.
If you ask me, I didn't wash it. I just
So
put
like
everything
if
on
it's
the
a fried,
strainer,
let's say, you know,
put beside the sink,
pisang
let it
goreng.
drip,
And then I don't need to wash, right?
I'm very lazy person. It's still work.
I don't know.
To make the process better, like consistent, chop up your organic waste to like pretty much the same size. So it's easier to compost.
So that's why it looks like that.
But
That's why it looks like
she's a very, very hardworking one.
So after we keep
Saying that I just put everything, it still works.
How about seeds?
Yes, any organic. Anything. Even durian seeds, if it's not a lot, I put in
Avocado
here.
seed, I just put in there.
But it's so hard. So
Not
hard
the
to be
skin, not the
consistent.
skin.
I cannot.
But the
It's
seed.
fine, it's fine.
I put inside. It's
fine.
fine.
The food, not the seed. You mean the skin or whatever.
Because
but not the seed lah.
Not the skin of the durian.
here's the thing that people usually
Yeah, the seed, yes. You can put.
But if the
You know,
fruit
landfills,
skin also can, right? Like mango skin.
70-80% of the
Oh, but the rest is too big.
Yeah, the thing is because if you eat mango skin, for me, if I eat 1 kg, if I put the skin in here, full already. So I rather throw
So we want to
rubbish.
reduce
But I think
the
something
like
as
this to
an
reduce
time.
that.
So
take the greenhouse
it
gases.
still works.
So that's why we try. What's the way to compost the organic
I
waste
think this
that
is
doesn't produce
for the water.
methane?
Water to drain.
One way
No.
composting.
Wait, because your food must be wet.
water.
No, your food
So you're gonna have a lot of
so
carbon
you
dioxide,
put in
which is
here
fine.
on top of here, so the water
but you
will
don't
drain.
have that dangerous gases that
So we don't want the water. The water will
Without
drain.
sunlight.
So
Without sunlight. So
after
we shouldn't be
you
put
have
under the sink.
full bin, for example, bin is full,
After 2 weeks.
and then you close it, leave it unopened for at least 2 weeks. So you can, if you go away for a holiday for a month, you come back, it'll still be fine. And then you can transfer this whole thing to soil.
Okay.
Okay, what I usually do is I dig up a hole.
Okay.
I dig up a hole.
Outside the apartment.
Unfortunately, my brother has a huge backyard and he plants a lot of trees. So I'm giving him free fertilizer.
So if I don't put it into a hole, I put on top of plants is okay.
You can
On
try.
top. Okay.
But there is a risk of dogs or anything.
Yeah, there's a risk of animals, scavenging animals.
Just put at least last time I put on the tree because that time I haven't got a place yet, just by the road at my house. And then I put soil on top, just a little bit I dig. It's not even covered fully. It was fine.
Okay.
Because of the heat, they're gonna dry out.
Okay. Right. So even after that 2 weeks process, like the food or the whatever, they don't really decompose fully. That's why it attracts the dog. So the brand or the Bokashi powder is still working lah.
Yes.
Ah,
But
okay.
because of the smell, it doesn't attract. Even the cat does like they don't like the smell. They just run away.
You nak tengok pada handphone lah, nak tengok. You punya Bokashi.
Yeah.
I mean, she took the picture long time ago.
If you
dekat Facebook.
it's in the website ada, if you Google sirap limau,
Sirap
limau Bokashi composting, sirap limau is the website, the gossip website. My article is in there.
Okay.
With photos as well.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
article.
She wrote about
they
Bokashi
scope from my Facebook.
Okay.
But they ask permission for sure. So it's in there. So the photos as well.
In Facebook
So,
No, sirap limau is a website.
what
Oh, it's a website.
people would advise you usually, bila you dah you dig, bila you dah
Boleh tak
tanam
tolong ambil gambar?
punya
Boleh pula speaker ni.
What I did was I mixed, sebab soil tu kita dah gali kan, so I mixed the soil and compost everything there, and then told my brother to leave it for another 2 weeks before he dig it up to use as fertilizer.
Thank you.
This is the one
So
yes.
ataupun macam
the one that went
ataupun macam you can
But the one thing is that if the animals, they don't dig up rats, they don't encourage rats to come and dig or
Cockroaches.
cockroaches. I feel it's like
No,
the
there's-
cats
The
or
smell of the
monkeys.
compost.
smell, I think they repel.
They are not a big fan of it.
Because my cat doesn't like it when I open the bin. So that's good news.
Even human repellent is
And when you put it in the apartment, it doesn't attract rats.
No,
No, it's sealed.
Because it's sealed.
It's sealed.
But after
Your
compost.
kitchen no smell. Your kitchen no smell at all.
If you do Bokashi composting in your apartment and you start smell, it might be a sign that you didn't seal it well.
That's what happened because I have two bins. So when this is sealed, I have another bins to fill it. The second bin was a cheap one. They have clip like that. And then it has a rubber. The rubber start getting thin. And then
So it doesn't
few
seal as
times I
well?
open, maggots jumping out.
Oh,
It's not sealed, so the air coming in and the maggot can grow. I was after 2-3 times. I said I'm not going to recommend anyone to buy. This is the best design that I found so far. There are lots of designs.
because this is pretty sealed.
You can DIY as well. My friend did DIY, but it's not convenient. This is 160.
But if I have the bean, but not, it's a circular one
it's
with
okay.
that. So I just get like what you wrote down, like I can buy the powder,
Yes.
the powder
The
for...
powder you can get from Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware, they have this as well.
Because on your website,
They have they sell the bean. This is from the bean. The powder, the similar one. The powder from
website you wrote that is from Kepong.
in the future.
The website is
That's
from
way more. That's more expensive.
So Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware is at dekat pada
Sini pun ada rasa.
this is DIY. Sini tak ada.
Okay. So Ace Hardware, what do I tell them to buy?
Compost powder.
Compost powder.
Powder.
I wonder what's the